Well, spring break is almost here, and millions of Americans, including many right here in Texas, are gearing up to travel. Joining us with AAA is Doug Shoup with AAA Texas. Good morning and good to see you. You're always here during those prime times when we need to talk to you.
Getting people ready to hit the roads, head to the airports.
That's right. Well, let's start with the cost to travel this spring break. We're talking AAA, seeing when it comes to airline tickets and gas prices. What is it feeling like?
Yeah, well, our AAA Texas travel advisors say that spring break, there's big demand for travel. And unfortunately, the U.S. domestic airfare prices are going to be slightly higher this year, about 2% higher compared to last year. International flights, though, they're going to be actually slightly less. So that is good news. When it comes to gas prices, though, as we've been talking about and hearing about in the news, unfortunately, they are going to be higher this year compared to last year as a result of the conflict going on with Iran. So right now, drivers in Houston paying $2.85 for a gallon of regular unleaded. That's 20 cents higher than last year at this time. But when you put it into perspective, you know, most mid-size vehicles with a 14-size fuel tank, they're going to be paying, you know, about $2.80 more per fill-up compared to last year. So it's not going to make or break people's vacations.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
I have two colleagues that are going to Florida, so let's talk about that because it's a really popular destination for spring break. So is it still true that it's still the hot spot for spring break?
Absolutely, and it's really a hot spot for people of all ages. It's very hot for families. It's very popular for college-age students. And so, you know, we're talking about cities like Orlando, of course, with the amusement parks, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. All of those will be very crowded next week and throughout the month as many people across the country head to Florida.
I mean, cruises are a big deal as well. We've got the port right here.
Yeah. And you know, we are anticipating 21.7 million Americans will be taking a cruise this year. Some of the most popular ports of call are in the Caribbean. So a lot of people will leave from Galveston, but also, you know, ports in South Florida.
Yeah, I mean, for travelers heading overseas, what are some of the hot spots there? Because I know they probably already booked the trip, but what are the hot spots?
Yeah, well, the top places people are going, Europe is really hot right now. We're talking about London, Paris, Barcelona.
Hot?
Yeah, well, I don't know about physically hot, but I mean, people really want to go see Europe. So that's exciting to see people traveling farther distances, taking the kids for those history lessons. When it comes to history, Rome is actually the #1 destination in Europe for group tours. A lot of folks want to experience the history there.
And what about right here in Texas?
Oh, we have so much. Of course, we have so much. A lot of people will be coming to Houston, of course, for the, you know, Houston rodeo. But you've also got Austin. South by Southwest starts next week. So a lot of college students will be going there. San Antonio, very popular for the Riverwalk, the Alamo, and also the amusement parks there. And then, of course, our Texas Gulf Coast. South Padre Island will be very popular.
You know, one of those little hidden gems, Hamilton Park, the Hamilton Pool, I should say.
Hamilton Pool, yes.
So
you know,
beautiful.
I haven't been there, but the pictures look amazing and not a far drive from Austin.
No. Well, what tips does AAA have for those planning to rent a car, make a road trip out of things?
Yeah, well, we are, you know, you want to make sure that you want to inspect your vehicle. If you plan to take your own vehicle, you want to check the tire tread and inflation. Make sure your fluid levels are topped off. Check your headlights, taillights, turn signals. Make sure that they're all working properly so that other drivers know what your intentions are on the roadway. Anybody that needs a little help getting that vehicle in tip-top shape, you can simply go to aaa.com/repair and find an approved AAA auto repair shop to help you get your vehicle ready for that long road trip.
Hey, I'll tell you this, my tires looked okay, and then I took it into the mechanic. It was wearing out, but inside, so I wouldn't have even known.
Yeah, and we always encourage people to use a quarter and put the quarter upside down in the grooves of the tire. If you can see the top of George Washington's head, that means the tread is too low and that tire should be replaced.
I still need to replace all of them. Okay, before we let you go, what safety reminders do you have for spring break travelers?
Well, you know, of course, you want to think safety is the primary thing. I know it's an exciting time. Everybody's wanting to get to their destination and get home, but really make sure you get at least 7 hours of good sleep before that long road trip so you're not drowsy behind the wheel. Make sure everybody is buckled up and stays seat belted in for the entire trip. And, you know, obey the speed limits out there. And of course, we always say at AAA Texas, don't drive intoxicated. Don't drive intoxicated. Using those smartphones behind the wheel can be just as dangerous as getting behind the wheel after drinking alcohol. We want this to be an amazing, safe spring break and people to come home safely with lots of photos and memories to share.
Yeah, we want it to be a good
absolutely.
2026. Well, Doug Shoup with AAA Texas, thank you so much. You're always one of our go-to
Oh,
and
yeah.
great contacts.
Always happy to help out.
That's right. Thanks for joining us.
Nice to see you.